Hello, everybody. I'm going to talk about the South Carolina game. Okay, before we get to all of the blame and negatives, because boy, there were plenty, let me give a shout out to Gene Chizik and all of those guys that played on defense. They really brought it tonight. There was just a change in the energy that they played with tonight. There was a pep in their step that I have not seen from our defense in years. And when it was time to take South Carolina off the field, our defense did that. Our defense ironically kept us in the game, a game, by the way, that we should have ran away with. So kudos to the defense. That was much improved, and that is definitely a happy sight for a lot of Tar Heel fans. Okay, let's get started with. We're going to have our blame pod. We're going to cut it up. Okay. Um. Keep in mind the offense had 440 yards tonight. Let's start with the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is our quarterback, Marquise Williams. Marquise Williams was 19 for 31. He had 232 yards, one touchdown to three picks. On several occasions, he also missed screen passes to Ryan Switzer when Ryan Switzer was like right there at him. So Marquise didn't have a good night. He didn't have a good night because both of those picks in the end zone looked like they went straight to the other Carolina. They looked like they were set up to go to them. That's the way those picks look. Now, on the second one, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It looked like the defender made a great play on the ball. But those other two picks, yeah, we could have done without those. And Marquise deserves his fair share of blame. Don't get me wrong. He deserves probably the vast majority of the blame. However, Marquise is not the only guy on this team that deserves blame. And what tends to happen, at least what I've noticed in the last couple of years, is that when games like this happen, it seems like all the blame gets cornered in on Marquise. Like if we're cutting our blame pie, we're gonna give the whole thing to Marquise, like nobody else is at fault. But I'm not here. That's neither here nor there. Let's get to everything else. Marquise, for me, is on a short leash. Another game like that for Marquise, and I may be done. Because we just can't have that. We have to be better than that quarterback. We have to. Like those missed screen passes and interceptions. They were just some moments for him. He didn't have a good night. But he wasn't the only one. Let's take it to the next level. UNC had 6 penalties tonight. Those 6 penalties accounted for 30 yards. All 6 penalties were accounted for by the offense, none of which were the quarterback. 5 of the penalties were false starts. All those, I think, were offensive linemen. The 6th one was an illegal formation, also by an offensive lineman. So tonight we had several drives, very promising offensive drives, that were cut short tonight because we could not get our heads together offensively. Somebody would create a false start, and all of a sudden, it'll just change the rhythm of everything. And if you heard me talk about Carolina football under Fedora, you heard me say this for a while. This is a rhythm offense. When we have those kind of penalties, even though they're only 5 yards, it changes everything. Everything. We are a rhythm offense. And several times tonight, we've had our drives go absolutely to the left because of a false start. So our O-linemen, last year they were green. Last year they were green and inconsistent. Tonight they looked great for the most part. But for some reason, the false start bug, I don't know who to blame. Look, those guys have a year under their belt. I'm going to blame them too. But that also goes back to the O-line coach. Take that blame wherever it is. But they deserve some blame tonight. That's for sure. And speaking of blame, what was Larry Fedora doing tonight? I think this is what people have missed the most. What in the world was Fedora doing tonight? Because the first possession of the second half, I think we run the ball twice, and I think we have, is it third and short? Third and short? Something like that. No, we run the ball on third down. So it's fourth and short, but it could have easily have been a first down, right? Okay. Rather than demand a measurement to see if we got the first down or at least see what distance we have to go, Fedora and the offense decides to line up really fast and try to do a QB sneak with Marquise Williams. Never mind the fact that we know that South Carolina is really big on the inside. We know that. We knew that coming into this game. South Carolina's always been big on the inside. But that's what we did. In a moment that called for a measurement and maybe a little bit of cause for pause, we sped it up and gave South Carolina some great field position. And that was a promising drive because our running backs, especially Elijah Hood tonight, on fire. On fire. But moments like that, and then how was it? That last drive, we're at, was it 3-yard line? I think we're at the 3-yard line now. We're at South Carolina's 3-yard line. We're down 4 points. At this point, I'm like, okay, 2 down territory. We have about 4 minutes left in the game. Okay, play starts, and Marquise is blown up for a sack. Never mind the fact that we shouldn't have been passing in the first place. Because Elijah Hood got us all the way up there. The obvious thing to do would be to try to Elijah Hood instead of getting all cute and stuff. But that's what we seem to do. We love getting all cute when we get to the red zone. That's what we're doing this season. So we get fired all the way back to the 8-yard line. And at this point, I'm like, take the points. Our defense has played well. We're 8 yards out. Take the points. Fedora doesn't do that. Fedora goes for it. And Marquise is running around, and Marquise throws it to a dude in the South Carolina jersey. So that's blame for all the parties involved. We are 8 yards out. Our defense was playing well. I did not understand why we did not take the points. I don't understand that. I don't. And there are just questionable moments like that. And this is year 4 under Fedora. And in several games, I've seen moments like this where Fedora doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. Fedora is on the hot seat. He's on my hot seat. Phil's still a huge, I guess he's an expert. He does a lot of work on college football. He has Larry Fedora on his hot seat. He's on his hot seat for a reason, because Carolina has too much talent on his team to keep getting these kind of results. So understand that everybody deserves blame. Marquise is easy to get at, and he deserves his blame. Don't get me wrong. But there's blame to go all the way around in this circle. And I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of it. Years and years and years and years of this. Tired of it. Tired of it. We just need to do better. All across the board. Defense was on point. Special teams was a great surprise. Weiler made his field goals tonight. Offense was a hot mess. Get it together. Jonathan Atkinson starting off the next level.